You'll buy her flowers. You got her dinner in the air. This night plane had been in. Her days is gone another man. You'll write her letters. You'll think about her every night. I'm sorry, friend. I gave you an unfair fight. She's already mine. But girl, remember this. Hey, please don't get too attached. I'm a heartbreaker. I'm a heartbreaker. Hard to hold and hard to catch. I'm a heartbreaker. I'm a heartbreaker. Hey, please don't get too attached. I'm a heartbreaker. I'm a heartbreaker. Hard to hold and hard to catch. I'm a heartbreaker. I'm a heartbreaker. On the next morning, you still got theirs clenched. I'm sorry, babe. My face is on another clench. He writes you letters. He thinks about you every night. I'm sorry, babe, but you're no longer on my mind. And girl, remember this. Babe, please don't get too attached. I'm a heartbreaker. I'm a heartbreaker. Hard to hold and hard to catch. I'm a heartbreaker. I'm a heartbreaker. Babe, please don't get too attached. I'm a heartbreaker. I'm a heartbreaker. Hard to hold and hard to catch. I'm a heartbreaker. I'm a heartbreaker. Please don't get too attached. I'm a heartbreaker. I'm a heartbreaker. Hard to hold and hard to catch. I'm a heartbreaker. I'm a heartbreaker. Babe, please don't get too attached. I'm a heartbreaker. I'm a heartbreaker. Hard to hold and hard to catch. I'm a heartbreaker. I'm a heartbreaker.
Is it true what they say? Return of the Dragonborn?
Hello, it's me. Hello to everyone. And oh, there I am. Yay! Oh, I don't appear to be moving much. Very stationary right now. Let's try and remember how we change this. Should be hopping around when I talk. Hello. Oh, wait a minute. I think I know what it might be. I reckon that the program is probably picking up the wrong microphone. It is indeed. There we go. Now I'm moving around. Hooray! Hello, everybody. So I'm gonna want to be back down here, I imagine. Let's see if this is an appropriate place. I think it might be difficult because of Morrowind's HUD kind of being everywhere. But that's fine. That's whatever. Let's get the game loaded up. It's been a little while. Sorry, there's just been a lot going on. I would say ups and downs. It's kind of mostly been downs, but you know, that's how it is sometimes. Sometimes you just get hit with a bunch of not so great stuff. And I think the thing about life is you've got to keep going anyway. So you might as well. And you know, at the end of the day, there's always going to be good days as well as the bad days. So, aha, there we go. Game is loaded. That's handy. Okay, so I gave this a quick test run. For things I would like to disclaim. I will be running on the Morrowind Sharp modding guide. And I'm basically just running that vanilla. If you are at all curious, that is the link to the modding guide. It is very focused on just sort of vanilla plus experience. It is designed to just make the game run as well as possible without actually like changing much of the gameplay. So it should be basically Morrowind with some quality of life stuff. I have played this before, both testing out this specific mod kit, and I've also got a tweaked version that I do for my personal playthroughs, but I thought it'd be fun to do something a little bit more interesting, or at least a little bit more unique. I mean, I say unique. It's because there is a certain trend that I'm a big fan of. I'm sure that many of you have heard of Ernie Austin and their YouTube videos. Let me see if I can bring one up. So just as an example, okay, so I shouldn't really be doing this on the fly, but hey, it is what it is. If I just do what's media source? Oh, that's a local file. No, I don't want that. Oh. Window capture. Okay. And then
In the beautiful southern pine forests of Skyrim, this town has loads of charming people who like to work hard and play hard. But what's really going on underneath the surface of this humdrum town? How is the local economy doing? Well, that is what we are going to figure out today as we take on another unemployment report in the land of Skyrim, this time for the city of Falkreath.
Okay, so yeah, basically what Annie Austin does is they just go
in Falkreath one at a time and deciding if they are...
I'm sorry, I should really go now.
Not yet. I need to know, do you have a job?
I'm...
A lot of dead bodies.
Oh my gosh.
There's one over here. This is somebody named Indara Xarelia. She's actually got a here, and would you look at that? I mean, this one's easy. We know this person has a job because they're doing it right now. Look at that footwork. Falkreath seems quiet.
Only inside the gates.
Only inside the gates, he said. I mean, there's dead people everywhere, so you ought to watch the news.
You know,
Where to next? I guess let's go and... Hello.
Guy,
Who are you?
You know,
I'd like to buy some lumber. Well, he sells lumber, which means he's probably employed, even though he's kind of a jerk.
That's basically the whole gist of it. Is it's basically just, oh, hello. Oh, thank you for dropping in, Happy Nora. I will see you around. I've realized that that was on top of chat and also on top of me. There I am. Okay. So yeah, anyway. That's Falkreath. Obviously that's in Skyrim. Yeah, that's me. I'm Jinjonj in Morrowind. And so yeah, my job today is gonna be that I am a census taker. Because in Morrowind, the very first faction that you meet is the Imperial Census and Excise. So, kind of makes sense when you think about it. You want to work with the people you know. Who are the first people you get to know? In Morrowind, it's the Census Bureau. So I'm going to be a census taker. Let's start a new game. Each event is preceded by prophecy, but without... Okay, we don't get the time to hear that. Sorry. This is such a cool intro.
They have taken you from the Imperial City's prison. First by carriage and now by boat. To the east, to Morrowind. Fear not, for I am watchful. You have been chosen.
Wake up. We're here. Why are you shaking? Are you okay? Wake up.
Okay, I realized none of that was captioned. I am sorry to anyone who relies on
Stand up.
captions.
There you go. You were dreaming. What's your name?
In summary, there was a calming but somewhat ominous sounding feminine voice saying that she's watching us, and then there was a rough-voiced man telling us to wake up. And then this same guy who just spoke to us just now, had the same voice. So, okay, so I've already got a name, Salentia Snoopino, because she's snooping around, and also because Snoopy the dog had a persona as a tax collector, not a tax collector, a census taker.
Well, not even last night's storm could wake you. I heard them say we reached Morrowind. I'm sure they'll let us go.
This guy's called Jub.
Quiet. Here comes the guard.
This guy's called Guard.
This is where you get off. Come with me.
W and S move forward and back. A and D move side to side, and the mouse looks around. I wish the mouse looked around. Can you imagine if
You
there was a
better
mouse
do
that
what
looked
they
around?
say.
Okay, well, see you, buddy. Oh. Oh, what's with human bones? That makes that personally I feel very reassured when there's unsecured human remains laying around on the deck of the ship. I feel really good about that. Look up the hatch. Press E to open it. E activates objects and people you're looking at.
The sooner you leave, the sooner we can move on.
Okay. I don't think these people want to have a conversation with me, so let's just leave. Friendly guy.
This is where they want you. Head down to the dock and I'll show you to the census office.
Wow. Everyone's so polite.
You finally arrived, but our records don't show from where.
Oh yeah, I just wanted to check. Is the volume okay? I imagine that it's probably mostly... Oh my god, look at him. He's perfect. But no, I'm playing a woman. The volume is good. Wonderful. I picked out specific hair. No, not the ponytail. Okay, there's not that many hairstyles. I kind of like this one. I like how she's got a little... It's like a little crab coming out of from underneath her hair. Oh, she looks... Oh, a lot of these people look very bored and tired. She looks like she's been up way too late working on important documents, so I'm going to work on that. Anyway, big things are... these guys are pretty good at speech. They got some intelligence and willpower. They got personality. So, you know, good for talking. You can also charm characters, which helps to calm them down if they're angry. So that might be useful as well.
Great. I'm sure you'll fit right in. Follow me up to the office and they'll finish your release.
I'm sure I'll fit right in over here.
Yes, we've been expecting you. You'll have to be recorded before you're officially released. There are a few ways we can do this, and the choice is yours.
Okay, so I am going to be a tax agent. I'm just going to fill this in by getting the info myself, because we can modify it in a moment. And most members of the census and excise, actually all three of them that show up in the game, they are all agents. And so it seems like they like recruiting agents. Hello, Morrowind Gamer. Hello, Smitten Samantha. Good to see you. So, yes, they specialize in stealth, which includes all of those abilities. Their favorite attributes are personality and agility, for telling people or asking people to give you their information, and then running away from them if they don't like you. Speechcraft is, you know, good at talking, sneaking, good at looking for undeclared income. Acrobatics, good at, I don't know, climbing over someone's fence so you can pester them. And then a couple of combat abilities so that I'm not like completely useless at everything in the game, but I do plan to play this a little bit unusually. And then my skills, got a little bit of ability at willing and dealing, conjuration, blocking, unarmored, and illusion.
Very good. The letter that preceded you mentioned you were born under a certain sign. And what would that be?
Okay, and then we got a bunch of choices here. We got this one gives you a lot of magic, but it makes you weak to magic. This one lets you absorb some spells, but then you don't regenerate magicka on your own, so you have to absorb it from people casting spells on you. Boomburn, yes, very odd. The lady just makes you a bit stronger and a bit more personable. The Lord makes you weak to fire, but you get a healing ability that slowly restores your health. The Lover gives you better agility and lets you paralyze someone and damage their fatigue 200 points, which is... Oh wait, maybe this damages... I think this might damage my fatigue. It paralyzes my enemy and it also like basically knocks me out. The Mage just makes you have slightly more power. The Ritual lets you turn undead. It's kind of useful. And you also get a very powerful healing ability, but you can only use it once per day. That's what powers are. This is just, you can poison someone by touching them, but it also hurts you. Just makes you invisible. This just makes you faster. This lets you protect yourself. And then I think that's constantly applied, so that's kind of useful. That's kind of cool. This one just lets you detect stuff. Now, I mean, logically, the tower actually kind of makes sense for someone who works for a census here, because they're all about trying to find everything that applies to a certain requirement. So actually being able to look for animals and enchantments and keys and traps, all of those are important abilities for a census taker to have. And the warrior, I think, just makes you have a better attack skill. So, you know. Yeah, cast Paralyze on anyone not answering your census, but it would also make me unconscious, so that I wouldn't be able to listen to their questions. Now, so far, I'm thinking the tower seems to me like the thematic choice. Also, being able to, once a day, open a lock up to level 50 is, I think that's quite useful. I think quite a lot of locks, especially if they're not like dungeon treasure chests and stuff, I think a lot of them are less than 50. So I think really it's kind of between the lady for that personality boost, so that I can get information out of people, and then the tower for being able to find stuff out myself. So I guess it depends on how much do we trust other people in this scenario. I feel like historically, there's not that much of a degree of trust between census takers and people who are, you know, having to be documented and everything. In fact, there's actually no way to join this faction through the game itself. I will have to use a console command for this. But that's fine. That's fine. But you know, I'm thinking this will be fun because I've got some spells here that let me detect stuff all within 200 feet.
Interesting. Now, before I stamp these papers, make sure this information is correct.
Now, if anybody has any opinions like, oh, you've made your character completely broken and she's gonna be useless at everything with her 60 personality and her ability to find objects all around the place. Like, in my opinion, Trust me based on my visage alone. Please take my information and credit cards. Okay. I don't know if that's a particularly viable long-term strategy. Anyway, look, the point is, I'm good at talking to people. I'm like, people like me. And then all of my other stuff is like middling. It's fine. And I also have some light armor skill and a little bit of sneak. And then like down here, I've got a bunch of like useless stuff that sucks. I think this is fine. I now have a stats menu.
Show your papers to the captain when you exit to get your release fee.
I'm an Imperial agent. So if people accuse me of being an Imperial agent, I can't really deny that on account of the fact that I am an Imperial agent. So that might be an issue. Okay. For release by Emperor Uril September 7th decree to the district of Vvardenfell in the province of Morrowind. Salentia Snoopino. Race Imperial. Class Agent. Signed Census Egala. Agent of the Salentia Imperial Census and Excise. 16th of last seed. 3rd era. Year 427. Now I have an inventory menu. Wow. I can read that whenever I want now, and there's my character. And also just press tab, and I can see my character in detail. Here she is. Okay.
Continue through to the next building and talk to Celesgravis.
I'm just gonna get through the tutorial zone first. It says for me to pick up this dagger, but actually this is owned, and therefore that's property which I haven't been given an authority to possess, and I don't think that's fair. So instead I'm going to move through here, and now I have a map menu. Now, oh, check the barrel to the left and get the ring inside. Okay, well I will take that advice because the game told me to, and also because I have that knowledge, but... Oh, what if I equip it? Wow, I have a magic menu! And now I have all my powers. Star of the West. Absorb fatigue, 200 points on target. Which means I absorb 200 of their stamina points. So they lose 200, and I gain 200. Considering that I have 160, that's pretty useful. That basically fully refills my meter. And then there's me being able to look for that. It only costs 5 magicka, and it has a 100% chance of going off. And then here's a ring of healing. It heals me 1 to 5 points, and I can get 5 charges out of it before it needs to recharge. And then there's the unlocking that, and then there's the charming stuff. So I have 3 abilities, each of which I can use once per day. Now I have to talk to this guy. Hello. First, let me take your identification papers. Thank you. Word of your arrival only reached me yesterday. I am Census, but my background is not important. I'm here to welcome you to Morrowind. That's the name of the game. What is your background? Oh, I'm a knight errant of the Imperial Legion. What's Morrowind? Yes, you're in Morrowind. I don't know why you're here, or why you were released from prison and shipped here. But your authorization comes directly from the Emperor. And I don't need to know any more than that. When you leave this office, you are free, but before you go, I have instructions on your duties. Instructions from the Emperor, so pay careful attention. Who's the Emperor? He's the guy that was in all the other games. Fun facts, the first first 4 numbered Elder Scrolls games all take place during the lifetime of one Emperor, and actually within the span of about 20 years. That Emperor had a really messed up life, and then he ended up being voiced by Patrick Stewart, so, you know, that's nice. I like how they say, yes, he's still the Emperor. Ah, duties. This package came with the news of your arrival. You are to take it to Caius Costes, in the town of Balmoral. Go to the South Wall Corner Club and ask for Caius Costes. They'll know where to find him. Serve him as you would serve the Emperor himself. I also have a letter for you and a dispersal to your name. That's nice. What do you do? Oh, you're an Imperial emissary. I'm proud to be an Imperial. That's good. That's nice. Congratulations. Alright, Caius Costes. Can't tell you where to find him, but you'll go to the Southwall Corner Club and ask for him. Okay. Someone else will know. Someone else's job. What about in Balmora? Balmora is north of Sedanine. The road passes Pelagiad River, a village, and Fort Pelagiad, crosses a deep ravine, passes Fort Moonmoth, and then turns west across the Odai River and into Balmora. The South Wall Corner Club is in southeast Balmora on the east side of the river. For more detailed directions, talk to Alone the Scout at Rill's Trade House here in Sedanine. But take my advice, you're new here. Take the silt cider to Balmora. Fast, cheap, and safe. Wow. I think this guy gets like a commission. It's that big giant bug thing that we briefly saw. Alright. Now there's one more thing I want to do before I head out. Real Emperor Pelagius Hours. Luckily not, we don't have to deal with him. So we want to add PC join faction. Census and Excise. And then we close that. I am now a member of the Census and Excise Office. As you can see, all of these abilities are pretty much abilities that I have pretty good ability at, so that's handy. And then, look, we've already got loads of information. Okay. Now we're outside. Press J to use your journal and review what you've been told. You should probably check out Aril's Trade House up on the left. You're on your own now, good luck. Okay, well first of all... It's Morrowind! Wahoo! This game is so pretty. I just think it looks really nice. So, all of that stuff about delivering packages to Balmora and all of that, that was all a load of nonsense. We've got a real task to do. And I'll put it right up here. Text. To-do list. Census. Sedanine. Population count. 2. Employment rate. 3. Really something else. Let's make this text slightly smaller, maybe. Make this text slightly smaller. Oh, chat load mode. Make text bigger. Oh, wait a minute. There's a read from a file? Wait a sec. Vvardenfell census data. Imperial census. And census. Okay, so now if I say read from file, and then I go documents. Okay. Is there a way to set it to always fit on the screen? That would be nice. Transform. Fit to screen. Okay. So if I type if I type stuff in, that doesn't dynamically change it, so we won't do the reading from file thing. Fit to screen. Ah, it's already fit to screen. Okay. Employment rate. Income of citizens. Okay. These are our tasks. Can we put this in a box? Is there a background box we can have? Yes. Okay. Let's have it be similar to our normal text. I can't remember what the normal font I use is. But this is fine. This is fine for now. Doesn't have to be ultra incredible. Okay. There we go. Okay. So we've got our tasks. We've got our silly little tasks that we need to do. Let's maybe make this 50%. Oh, my Morrowind crashed. Okay. I may need Oh no. Okay, I guess that's what I get for doing a lot of alt tabbing. This is fine. It won't take very long to redo all of the stuff I just did. Oh, God. Video gaming! Woo! The world refused to be censused. I'm not censoring the world, I'm just censusing it. I'm very censusy. Please tell me that I... Yes! We got an autosave off. Okay. We don't have to make the character all over again. Very handy. Okay. So first of all, population count. So we've already had 2 people. No, wait, 3 people. There's the guard. Hang on. Wait, I need a way to like note this. I need a notation. Oh, how am I gonna represent that on the screen? Oh, jeez. Okay. Autocorrect. My name is Autocorrect. That would have been that's a great name for a character. A guy called Otto, and he's always right. Okay, so let's do. Oh, jeez, I hadn't thought about this. Okay, I'm writing this down on a piece of paper. That should hopefully do for now. Population. And then I just write each person's name down. Now, look. Logically, these guys already would have written their own names down somewhere. Like, I think they would have done their own censusing. But I want to make sure that I get this right. So we've got Sacucius Egala. Thank you for having your name floating right above your head. Very useful. And he has said he is an agent. So he is employed. Illegally watching during the class you teach. Thank you. Gansiel Duar. What a name. Can you not blow your nose next to me, please? Thank you. Gansiel Duar. Okay. What's your profession, sir? Well, he's an officer of the Imperial Legion. He's an Imperial Guard. Can you tell me more about the Imperial Legion? Okay, I don't want to join. I don't need the recruitment thing. I was asking a question. Okay, I'm in this very well lit area. So well managed. I think that's going to help a lot with doing the income assessment. Now we just need to talk to this guy. So, Celis Gravius, you said you're an emissary. See, I would say your background is very... Celis Gravius. Knight Errant. So, knight? So he's a nobleman? Okay, that might make things complicated for the... That might make things complicated for the income assessment, because that means that this guy owns land. And we'll probably have to estimate that. So, in the meantime... I'll have to figure that out. Okay. And there's a warehouse there. I'm gonna take the wild assumption that, yes, I am very much aiming to... Well, I'm very much inspired by Annie Austin's videos. And the kind of growing trend of making videos along those lines. I really enjoy them. First of all, you, madam. Welcome to Scenic Satanine. Okay, so already people are very friendly. That's handy, that's useful. People are cooperative. Am I gonna have to do like income by building? Because that might make things more complicated. That would make things considerably more complicated. Okay. Well, for now, let's just focus on this and we can add more detail later. Indrella Rathira. She is a Dunmer. What's your background? You're a commoner. Can you describe what that is? I'm a commoner. I do whatever needs doing. Cooking, cleaning, building, baking, making, breaking. Okay, so this... Now, that's complicated. Because that sounds like she doesn't have a... Yes, I will need to speak to every individual in each settlement. I may have to investigate people who have no fixed abode afterwards. But right now, my primary focus is on the residents of established settlements. So, how would you define this? Was this a historically defined profession? Did you have people whose job was that they are a commoner? Let's have a look. I tell you what, I'm a little worried about doing too much alt-tabbing, so I am just going to bring up the conversation with you again. And in the meantime, I am just going to ask, was commoner a profession? If anybody has medieval history knowledge, a labourer? Was in earlier use an ordinary person in a community or nation who did not have any significant social status, especially a member of neither royalty, nobility, nor any part of the aristocracy. Okay. Oh, this class overlaps with the legal class of people who have a property interest in common land. Commoners who have rights for a particular common are typically neighbours, not the public in general. Okay. So it seems like what she means here is that she is a person who makes use of the common land, but she also will provide services, labor services for anyone who needs it in that common area. So I mean, I question how much she receives in the way of payment or financial compensation, but that's not the focus right now. So I think for now, we'll just say, like, generalist. She's just there to provide general labor. She doesn't have... I tell you what, let's maybe ask about services. Okay. Okay, that's me asking her about where I can get services. That's not her asking for services. Someone in particular. Yeah, okay, the chief agent. Okay, that's the guy who... So we already know this guy is a business owner. That's very useful. Census and Excise Office is also the Coast Guard. That's interesting. That's useful to know. Okay. So immediately, there's two people here in Imperial... Okay, so she doesn't have a name. So these Imperial Guards... Oh, okay, there's 3 of them. Okay, so hang on a minute. There's this one here, who's got dark brown eyes. There's this one here who's got kind of hazel eyes. And then there's this guy here, who...
Do you want something from
has, I don't know, kind of purpley eyes almost. Okay. So, that's 3... So I imagine these people are on permanent assignment, or at least on some kind of assignment with a certain duration. I mean, they're all Imperials, so that suggests that that their profession has led them to Morrowind. I mean, not inherently, but it seems pretty likely to me. So let's say that these are 3 times Imperial Guard stationed. I think they are stationed here for some kind of fixed term, and then I imagine they return to their province of origin. Okay, let's keep talking to the people who are outside before we go in any buildings. Let's talk to this fella. Vvardenfell Nucius. What do you want? If you're looking to get out of Salentia, I'll give you a little advice. Not right now. Right now, I'd like to know... Okay, so you are also a commoner. That's very handy. So... You are also... someone who makes use of the common land. And... you... I will also class you as a generalist. You provide work on a fixed kind of quid pro quo basis. Don't imagine there's anyone over here other than the Coast Guard, maybe. So let's investigate. Alright, no, I don't think there's anyone stationed like outside the door or anything. So let's continue speaking to the people who live in this little central area right here. There's this guy. Hello, fog off. Either one the boat dropped off, or to see a boat arrive at that time of the day. I swear they took my ring. Okay, so that ring that I found, that's his ring. Let's shake down fog off ritual. Great healing ring. Okay, well I will give him the ring. Oh, and he is very grateful to me for that. He's going to tell the others that okay, so that's really useful. So what is your trade, Vargoth? Okay, so you're also a commoner. Already, I'm noting this place is very metropolitan. Now, this guy sounds like he might have maybe a less friendly relationship with the guards. He seems a little bit not so keen on Imperial authority. But at the same time, he's not a Dunmer, so I imagine he's not living here, like, you know, as part of an ancestral claim. Okay, there's a woman over here as well on the other side of the bridge, and she is clearly someone we haven't spoken to yet. Okay, Elderfire. I haven't seen your Imperial face before. What's your... Okay, so you are also a commoner. Okay, so the majority of people living here make use of the common land and the common resources. I hadn't been thinking about, like, should we be taking track of demographic statistics? She reminds you of your granny. Does your granny have, like, golden color skin with, like, shiny bits on it? Is she, like, 7 foot tall? Apparently. Okay. So... Alright, so far... I think to be old as an Altman, you've got to be like 600. Yeah, I think... I mean, she's got white hair, but I don't know if that's necessarily...
What do you want?
Is that really like... Oh, hang on, wait a minute. Is that a 4th guard? No, you're the same guy as before.
Greetings.
So I think she's just young and she has white hair. Okay, so... Okay, that's Elderfire's house. Okay, that's useful. Okay, so these people are also homeowners. So they must have probably some significant level of income. Okay, that's a new name. Terroris Giovanni. Excuse me, ma'am. Okay, so you are a indigenous dark elf Dunmer. So Terroris. You seem to be wearing quite nice clothes. She is also a commoner, so again we've got more You know, I don't know why I'm writing down generalist. Maybe some of them will give some specific information about their professions, but so far it does seem like all the people around here who make use of the common land just kind of share everything. Okay. Now, there's this area back here with these smaller huts. Now, if anyone's going to be unemployed here, I think it's going to be people who live around this area.
Yes, Outlander?
So you are Teleri Helvey. That's another new name. So what's your trade? You're also a commoner, and you just do what needs doing. I'm just going to start writing call. Okay. So, is this your home? You seem to be nearby. No, this is Erony Lenin. Okay, that's a name we haven't heard before, but the building is also locked. Oh, there's fine mouth. Okay. You're Erony Lenin. Okay. So, I assume you're also a commoner. Okay, so it looks like probably a lot of people, I mean, there's all this pond land, or not pond, this kind of swamp land around here. I imagine that, I'm imagining that a lot of people would fish in this water. There's clearly this stagnant pond here. I mean, I'm sure people don't fish in this water, because that obviously would not be pleasant. I've realized that we forgot to go into the shack of Finemouth, which is a very interesting name. Okay, Finemouth. Now, you're a commoner. Okay. Now, I will note, You're clearly in the poorer part of the area. You don't seem to have any food currently on you, although it may be... Okay, there's... Okay, so there's some goods in... There, okay, there's dog meat. There's plenty of ingredients. Okay, so actually... You're... Okay, so I think actually the... Maybe I should be looking inside people's houses then. Maybe that's going to give me a lot more information. I hadn't realized that, because this guy has a lot of different ingredients. And, you know, salt rice, he's got tons of hound meat. You know, in here he's got some paper, baskets, cups. I'm wondering if this guy... I definitely think this guy is a hunter of some kind. So, you know, because this guy's... I've got a lot more information from him. I'm putting him down as a hunter. And I might see about the other homes in this game. I might see if I can get more information out about them. Now, admittedly, that will require me to get into a lot of people's houses that
You may speak.
Don't seem to want me in. Like, yeah, that's... Yeah, okay, so if I just interact with it, I can't get inside. So I might need to figure out a way to get inside people's houses. Okay, foreign Gilneth. Okay. Oh, this guy doesn't have anything to say to me. Interesting. So I might... Oh, okay, so he's got a chest, although it's not got much in it. More salt rice. Salt rice. Akalo leaves. Grave dust from green lichen. Again, he cleans his plates. He cleans his plates off, so that's nice. And we've got barrels. So this guy, he's got a few herbs on him, and he's got some bottles. Maybe, I mean, that one might have something in it, but that one's either opened or empty. He's got a book, and that book is worth 150 gold, but that could be like an heirloom or something. I mean, he might not want to get rid of that. And he's got a couple more... I think this guy is probably our first unemployed person. Because he won't... He's not looking to answer my questions. And he clearly has a pretty dire living situation. I mean, you know, compared to that other guy, Finemouth, who had so much stuff stored up in his barrels. I mean, this guy's got nothing. So I think I have to conclude that he is not employed. Okay, so that's another shack. Again, I'll have to find a way to get inside there at some point. Maybe if I get the assistance of the people, they will help. Okay, so let's go back in here. Let's see what she's got on her. Okay, more salt rice. A few more ingredients. Okay, we've got a lot of ingredients actually. So this is just one meat, but it's mixed in with kind of... Okay, so there's a spoon here. So she obviously does cook. She's got food on her table. Okay, that's interesting. And a rolling pin. So this is her food prep table. So it's the food maybe over in these baskets. Eggs. More rice. See, again, but, you know, she... there we go. Kwamacuttle, Ashiam. I mean, some leather and skin. Maybe that's for wrapping up meals. Maybe she takes them on the go. Or maybe she wraps them up to sell to other people. I mean, just looking at this...
What do you want?
It looks to me like she's got a wider variety of ingredients apart from salt rice. So I think she might make... I think that this lady here is a cook. And she gets ingredients when she needs to So the meat she only gets when she needs to, but then the kind of herbs and things she actually picks up. You know, in batches. I'm sure that they need harvested at certain times. So I'm actually reclassing her as a cook. I got a hydrate. Thank you very much, Aaron. I will have a drink. Remember to also hydrate yourselves. Lovely. Okay. Where your water? Get some water. Okay, so what about this house over here? So this is also owned. This is an owned house. Also an owned house. I guess we'll just check over here now, and then I think we're done. Oh, there's someone who works at the Siltstrider dock. Okay. Vvardenfell. Okay. Hello. So you are a commoner. Let's see if we can find what specifically you might do. You've got a lot of this scuttle. And some salt wrists and more. You've also got a big thing, got a big egg. Pardon me, a big egg. Okay, roots and stuff like that. Okay, I can't open that chest. I'm not gonna ask him to open that up for me. He doesn't want me to look inside it. And a cupboard. With a bowl and a paper here. See, now this guy... I think this guy actually might just be a generalist. Because... really, he's got about enough food to keep himself busy. He's got a little pot here with a little ladle in it. But, you know, he doesn't keep his fire stoked all the time like the other woman did. You know, he's got a couple of plates. He's got some candles, you know, and he's probably got this chest, and that probably has woodworking supplies and things like that inside. So this guy's name is Vvardenfell. Sorry, I don't actually... Are you... I don't know your gender. Okay, this person's name is Vvardenfell. So, Vvardenfell. And I think this one is actually a generalist and not just maybe a generalist. Also a homeowner. So... I think these people that live in these kind of brick and mortar houses, none of them are likely to be long-term unemployed. Okay, and that's Fargoth's house. Okay, so let's go to the Siltstrider over here and speak to the transit worker. I mean, I'm assuming that it's a transit worker. Vvardenfell. The seaport village of Salentia in the bit of coast. I'm a caravaner, and that's really handy. You just told me what your job is. That's very useful. So tell me about your trade. Okay, so Vvardenfell. You are a caravaner. Thank you for being so forthright. That's extremely useful now. This is clearly a very large creature. And it certainly looks like they require a lot of maintenance. Can you tell me a little more about your Siltstrider? Siltstriders carry passengers and cargo between settlements on Vvardenfell. Fares depend on distance to be travelled. They're giant insects. A compartment is hollowed from the creature's shell. And the driver directs the beast by directly manipulating exposed organs and tissues. Okay, so that definitely sounds like something where there's going to be a lot of need for, you know, careful management there. Probably a careful diet to keep this, you know, beast of burden active and healthy. So I wouldn't be surprised if actually her income isn't all that high because of all her expenses. So we aren't quite done yet because we've still got to get who the rest of the people are. So let's oh, okay, so that must be the storage area of the trade house, and then the entrance. Okay, the entrance is around here. Okay, hello, a real. Okay, so you are quite a fan of me already, so you clearly... Publican and proprietor. Okay. So this man is... real. So he's a small business owner, evidently. I mean, I assume if he's a publican, so he's also the owner of this building, I would imagine, as the landlord. He's also the proprietor. So this guy, I mean, he's probably quite wealthy. But for now, let's just say proprietor. I don't know, because the thing is, like, I wouldn't even call this guy a merchant. Okay, so who's this? You are a commoner. Now, are you shopping?
Outlander, what
Or
do you want?
Work here? Okay, that's not information I need. Little advice. Okay, that's great for you to tell me. Okay. Tolvis Othralin. See, she was looking at stuff as if she was looking at stuff as if she was like mulling over what to purchase, but at the same time I could imagine, like, she's kind of in prime position. So is she kind of like a covert security type? She is also paying a lot of attention to me, whereas, like, if we look over there, the other guy, like, yeah, she's still kind of watching out for me. She's not turned back around. Okay, so I am gonna say that she probably is a security guard. Which makes sense. I mean, the guardsmen are going to pull double duty. Okay, so hello, are you Hriskar Flatfoot? I'd like your help to recover some gold. Okay, so you are a member of the Imperial Legion. So that's useful to know. Okay. Yeah, so this guy's a member of the Imperial Legion. Hriskar Flat. I'm not sure about this thing about recovering gold. I'm dubious about the legality of that. So do you reckon this guy is also security, or do you think he's an off-duty guardsman? Because this does appear to be a sort of drinking area. And upstairs doesn't feel like very useful I guess he could be... He could be the security guard for this upstairs area, I suppose. Oh, trade house notice. This might be important. Okay. Where's at the general session of the peace? Held the House of Balu, the town of Belmora. Okay, for the brace of all gods. Etc. The Real of the Port of Sedanin have entered into recognized as sureties before His Majesty's Magistrates of Peace in the district. Okay. Okay, so he is licensed to keep a common trade house or corner club in the house wherein he now dwelleth. Okay, so this is also his home. That's quite useful. And Port of Sedanin aforesaid for 3 full years, from henceforth next ensuing until such other time as shall be by us, or some of our fellow magistrates thereunto appointed, provided that if the said Aril not from time to time during that time will and truly observe the articles hereafter mentioned, then this license shall presently cease and be void. Okay. Okay. So maybe that Riskar guy's the bailiff. And he's here to keep an eye on anyone who stays here for more than 1 day and 1 night. Okay. You shall not suffer any playing at cards, tables, dice, bowls, 9 holes, or any other unlawful game, or any disorder or outrage in his house. Okay. You shall not suffer any neighbours' children, servants, or slaves to tickle in his house, nor any others to tickle in his house other than by the statutes are allowed. You shall not suffer any to tickle in hours of prayer or lesson, any emperors or festival days, or at any time after the 8th hour of night. Okay, so there's a curfew and everything. You shall not harbour any rogues, vagabonds, tradeless men. So everyone in here is employed, I suppose. If they don't allow... Well, it says harbour, so I imagine it's like someone can stay there for like a day. But yeah, then I guess beyond that they'd... Yeah, okay. So that's why that guy has that shack. Shall not buy or take to pawn the goods of any unknown traveller, or any neighbour's children, or servants, or slaves, or of any man's wife without the consent of their parents, masters, or husbands, respectively. Any such goods be offered to sale or pawned by any stranger. Chloe on the big TV, let's go! Make the same known to the next bailiff. Okay, yeah. So I'm getting the feeling that this Riskar guy is like a bailiff, and he's stationed here to keep an eye on everyone. Shall not sell his best drink above 4 drakes the gallon, nor the second sort above 2 drinks the gallon, nor suffer any ash fowl to be dressed or eaten in his house, or any other victuals prohibited. Okay. No bawdry or criminal conversation in or about the house. Oh, okay. No, not on any lesson days. That's fine. License to be only fixed up in the whole room of the dwelling. Yeah, day and year first above it. I don't think I actually said what year it is. Just the year of the reign of our sovereign King Lalu. So maybe the first year, I guess. So if we can find out how long... I mean, I'm sure this is valid, and that's not really our job. That's not for the census taker. So I'm going to say that this Riskar guy is a bailiff. which means that his thing about recovering money might be legitimate. Okay, so we've got more people to speak to here. Now, Eloni, he's a scout, she said before. She is also... I know places, people, plants, paths, wind, and weather. Guide for travelers and traders. Work as advanced guide and pathfinder for expeditions. Okay, so yeah, so she's clearly employed. Maybe works by commission, but you know, obviously got a profession that she follows here. I'm intrigued that she's kind of behind the counter here. But maybe this is a sort of serve your own area place. Albitius Cololius. What's your background? A battle mage, okay. A raid is a western knight with heavy armor, axes, and long blades. My training is in the colleges of alteration, destruction, and conjuration. I've mastered enchantments and alchemy. Potions made through alchemy or purchased from alchemists grant me the magics of restoration, mysticism, and illusion colleges. And can there be any more terrible master of the science of war than a battle mage? I think not. Okay, so this guy is kind of up his own arse. That's not particularly relevant. Ambitious Colonial. You know, I wonder if I'm saying all of this stuff in character, if I'm just mumbling to myself about people being assholes. So, Battle Mage. Now, I assume that means that he has employment within the military? Or is he a mercenary? It looks like he might be a mercenary, because he's not wearing Imperial gear or anything like that.
Do you want something
over there. What about you, Tantrum Andalin? Ah, you're a bard. Okay, now it must be quite rough for you, because it seems like they're they don't really let you play music in here, but maybe they let you recite poetry or something. Tantrum Andalin Tana. I'm gonna say that this other guy is a mercenary. Okay. So I think that might be the entire population of the town. I think I've been inside everyone's home now. Or, you know, I've been in all the homes of people that live in their homes, and I've met everyone else. Now, that has taken me most of a day. It's not necessarily a problem. Oh, the lighthouse. I should check the lighthouse. Okay. So this seems like... I mean, it's so close to the town. Okay, there's one person here. Let's just check there's no one else upstairs. So alcohol, books and things. There's no one stationed at the light. So that's good to know. Wow, the sun is setting quickly. So, oopsie daisy, let's be careful. Okay, so you are David Vedrano. Okay, so you are a lighthouse keeper. So that seems to be a single person job. Light the fires at dusk or in bad weather. Ensure they stay lit until visibility is good again. It's a grave responsibility. Okay, so she takes her job seriously, that's good. The very... Petrana. She is a lighthouse keeper. Okay, so in total that gives us population of 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7 from 3 guards, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 residents. Okay. So we now know the population count is 24. Now, Satan looks like it's going to have an astonishingly good employment rate, as we only met one person who was in long-term unemployment. However, several members of the town do seem to primarily work on the common land with no particular focus. We met one hunter and one cook. So let's I suppose let's have a think. So Secretius Gala. Now I assume that the Customs and Excise Office, they look like they had an upstairs and everything. So that's gonna count as a home. Do a little symbol for having a place to regularly sleep. Concealed Duar. Again, I'm sure that they sleep there. Sellers Gravius, I'm sure he's got a nice bed. Indra Rotharian, Rapharon even. She had one of the shacks, so she is actually a home owner. The Imperial Guards that are stationed, I'm just going to make the assumption that they also stay there. Virginius Nucinus, he had a proper house, so he is a homeowner. Fargoth had a brick and mortar house, he's a homeowner. Elderfire had a brick and mortar house, homeowner. So did Therese Givane. Okay, Teleri Helvi. Trying to remember with her. Was she one of the people who lived in the huts, or did she? Wait, or was that a guy? No, that was a guy, I think. No, that was Ernie Clennon. Okay, so he has a small home. So I think I'm going to consider the people that have the general jobs, the generalist jobs, and who also live in the little shacks. I will consider them to be at risk, because I think these homes look rickety, they look poorly constructed. I think there's a clear risk there of people being in physical danger if they don't have a well-paid profession here as well. Yeah, okay, so she had one of the huts. Okay, I'm considering that a permanent residence, to be clear. It's not like it has been bought. Okay, so this guy, he is distinctly unemployed. So I guess let's have let's mark this with C if they are comfortable, which I think everyone working in the excise building would be comfortable. Indrila Ratharon, I think she is at risk, so I'm marking that with an R. Bargoth, comfortable. Elderfire, comfortable. See, again, if they've got these stable homes, then I'm not so worried about it. Teleri Helvi, I'll have to find her home. Arnie Clenham, I'm putting him at risk. Baron Gilnoth, he was the unemployed person, so he gets a U. Finemouth. I have some concerns on account of him being part of a marginalized population. But at the same time, I think he's probably comfortable because it seems like he's the main hunter for the region. I imagine that his ability to breathe underwater is quite useful for that precise purpose. So it is getting dark.
Outlander.
Yep. Okay, my athletic skill is increased. That's nice. Now, we haven't found a home for Teleri Helvi yet. I'm curious as to where precisely she might live. I'm actually, I mean, she's clearly got nice clothing, so someone is, you know, putting her up. But I wonder if maybe, I would say it seems to me like she maybe has, I mean, maybe a fixed abode, but,
Do you want something from me?
but she might not have permanent residence. So I would say that she is at risk. She might be doing jobs to get somewhere to sleep. I would still say that it's likely that she has a place to sleep every night, on account of the fact that she's got fairly high quality clothing. So Doran Corrales, yeah, so he has got a place to stay. I mean, I guess technically not a resident, because she is a caravanner, but I imagine that she can put up a sheet on that Silstrider and rest there, or somewhere nearby. So I'm gonna say I'm gonna say that she's comfortable. Real, absolutely comfortable. I mean, maybe I should put him in a fourth category of wealthy. Because, you know, he owns the only business in town. I imagine that a lot of people are quite dependent on him, especially the kind of the scout Eleni mercenary guy. I mean, I assume that a lot of these. Was there a bedroom in the trade house? That's actually a good question. I should probably investigate if there was a bedroom there. Okay, sturdy arch door. Now this is locked. but I'm assuming that maybe there's some dormitories, something in here where some of these people stay. I mean, they're here right now, and it's 9 p.m. So this guy did say he was a publican, so I'm gonna imagine that the rest of these people have permanent accommodation inside this pub. And I did note that it seems there's no spare beds for people, so as a publican he serves rooms or maybe a dormitory, but does not have rooms for the night, which I suppose makes sense because then he can keep in touch with the bailiff, Hariskar, and they know that everyone's on top of him. I'm assuming that Hariskar would also go back to the barracks that I am assuming are in the Census and Excise building, and everyone else who is in this building. I'm just marking them down as having... you know, I think all of these people are going to be comfortable. Despite living in probably a dormitory, considering the size of this building, I think they're actually going to be fine. You know, this guy is wealthy. He might have a cellar level as well, where maybe some of the people stay. And the lighthouse keeper, I'm not going to consider that permanent accommodation, because generally lighthouse keepers live in their lighthouse, and I would say living where you work is not permanent accommodation. You know, if she was suddenly fired tomorrow, she would need to find somewhere to sleep, is my thought. Okay, so the employment rate. So there are 24 people in town. One of them is unemployed. So 1 over 24. That feels like a very low unemployment rate. Should I have it be... I'm gonna keep it as employment rate. Let's be optimistic. So 1 divided by 24 is 0.04. Okay. So that is 4%. That's a very healthy employment rate. So what, 96.9? No, wait, it'd be 95.9. Because it's got that it's 4.1%. Okay. Now, I think there's room for, okay, a little bit more complex of a matter here. So, we've got one. So, income of citizens. So we've got 4.1%. Oh, actually, it was 4.2 if we round it. So, 4.2% unemployed. And then who's at risk? So we've got 1, 2, 3. 3 people who I'd say are at risk due to lack of consistent profession and poor housing quality. So D4 is 12.5. Okay, so 12.5% at risk. Let's put this on a new line, I think. And then that means that the majority of the remainder of town is nice and comfortable. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay, so 19 residents. That's 79. 79.2% comfortable. And then another 4.2% is wealthy. Okay, so clearly a surprisingly stable small settlement. I mean, it's absolutely a small place. I'm sure that during the cold months, things maybe get a bit rougher during the periods where, you know, the generalists and fine Arthur Hunter maybe can't get quite as much in. But altogether, I would say that Seyda is in a fairly healthy financial space. I would say the primary focus should be on improvements in housing quality and potentially in also the construction of altogether new houses, maybe multiple resident houses. I find it quite interesting that everyone in the town appears to live on their own, which intrigues me because that suggests that there are no like close romantic relationships, which I mean, I suppose I would say that implies that most of the people here have moved here recently, and that this whole village is a recent construction. Now, considering that the Empire has outright moved into this area quite recently, I think that might be quite accurate as a way of describing the situation. So, okay. So overall, that's pretty good. So, population 24. Employment 95.8. And income levels 4.2%. Unemployed 12.5%. Risk. Ooh, stretch. Good luck with the census taking. I must return to my chores. Well, good luck with your chores. I will stretch.
What makes this smell?
Okay. Oh, that feels better actually. I've been hunched over a fair bit looking at my notepad. Risk 79.2% comfortable. .2% wealth. Okay. So that is Seyda. Right, while I'm here, I should probably speak to some people, get some information about... Oh, okay, so she's actually considering... Oh, no, that's talking. That's advice to me. You got any rumors? Hriscar is having financial troubles. He's made wages. Okay, so that's interesting. But what's this about recovering the gold? Had a bad run of luck playing 9 holes and lost a bit of money. Normally I'd be fine. We can usually keep some gold in our pockets from the money the locals pay us for protection, but I know some of them are holding out, especially Fargo. He's come up light the past couple... Now this is a complicated situation. Now clearly this guy's an Imperial bailiff. But at the same time it seems like he's gambling away... Well, okay, there's 2 options here. And neither of them are good. Option number 1 is that he is skimming money off the top of tax revenue. And it sounds like... I mean, he says we... But it doesn't seem like anyone else is participating in this, to me. I mean, this guy doesn't dress like the rest of the guards. That's immediately odd. Why does he dress differently? It looks like maybe he's spent some money on getting a custom suit of armor instead of using what he is assigned by the Imperial Legion. So that's worrying. Second option is that there is a poor enough degree of financial management, or, well, I don't know. He might just be referring to taxation in unpleasant terms, and actually he's got his income, and I'm really curious as to how they take this income, because I imagine a lot of these people are not directly trading using currency. I imagine a lot of these people are bartering and exchanging their goods and services. And I imagine on top of that, most of them would not be making sufficient income or possess sufficient property to actually be required to pay taxes. So I imagine a lot of the physical currency coming in and out of this place is only really through a Real's trade house. So that's interesting. And so what I think here is that it might be worth me having conversations with other members of the Census group. So let's get more rumors. Okay, this guy wants me to go visit a place. What are your rumors? I've heard rumors... Oh, the local... Okay, hang on. I've heard that the local tax collector, Processus Vitellius, is missing. He wasn't well liked. Okay, so there is an actual tax collector here. That's... Okay. Right, so immediately that's rewritten my understanding of Satanin completely. It's clear this is somewhere that has a dedicated tax collector, although he has gone missing. So, can anyone else give me more information? Okay, whatever. I don't really care if someone's lost a ring. I already gave a guy a ring today, and that was enough. Okay. It's the middle of the night. The moons are out. People are still outside. I've heard that's very common. What about you? Have you got any rumors? It wasn't well liked. Okay, have you got a little secret? No? A little advice? Okay. Well, it's you. Okay. What about you? Have you got any rumors? Not directly. No rumors from you. What about you? You are friendly to me, so... Those guards better look out. Oh no, okay. Oh, so maybe Hrisgard... Alright, no, this is... Again, this is recoloring my opinions of the people who live here quite significantly. Okay, let's maybe see if we can get more information from the Census office. Okay. Okay. You don't seem to have much advice. How about you? So you've got nothing to say either. So we might need to live up to our namesake and snoop around. That shouldn't be too bad. Ah! Thank you for the additional hydrate. Everyone else better be drinking water too. Actually, looking at this building, it does look like there's explicitly an extension built on top here. I mean, I'm curious about the structural stability, but well, it doesn't extend any further than this though. Hang on a minute, I'm gonna have to go and assess things here. Okay, so there's this area here. Then let's go up here. Ah, okay, so that's the entrance. So the extension... Oh, so there's the extension. It's out this way. Oh, so there's this whole area down here. That's probably all beds. Okay. Have any of you got... Okay, yeah. It'd be really great if someone could... Someone tell me... A certain name, what are you going to say? Okay, let's see. Okay, so that's actually C, so that's interesting. Alright. We having a little party out here, guys? I don't know what's going on. Very odd. Okay, so where's a likely place? I guess he might have ended up getting stuck in this little swampy area. Way too dark for me to be doing this logically. Okay, I don't think he would have ventured all the way over here. Seems like it would be a very odd choice for someone to make if they were looking for tax information. Well, the other guy did mention something about a hiding place. Ah. I wonder if this story with Fargoth goes a little bit deeper than I had previously anticipated. I'm wondering if... I mean, I wouldn't think this place would be so... I mean, it's only got 20 people here, and yet apparently it's full of all this grime. I also wasn't expecting her to need 2 hours to conduct a census of a town of 20 people, but hey, that's my job. Okay, so you want me to investigate the hiding place. Other music genres are available, exactly. You'd give me a share of the wealth? I mean... Okay, Vantage point is on top of the lighthouse. Okay. I don't entirely know how... moral this is? But at the same time, it does sound like he is hiding his income. And that's obviously not legal. So... Let's investigate, see if we can get some information about what Fargoth is up to up at the top of this lighthouse tower. Oh, hang on. Looks like he's walking around. I can't help but feel like he'd be a little bit more stealthy if he wasn't holding a torch. Oh, okay. I mean, maybe the others in the town know that he does this. It's just that he's made sure that there's no guards around. Okay. Oh, ugh. Oh, okay, he's turned his... Oh my god. Oh, are the guards gonna... Oh. Oh, okay, no, he's coming out. Oh, they're gonna have a conversation? Nope, just walk right past him. That's fascinating. What do they mean by that? Just wandered off. Okay. Well, that felt a little bit bizarre, but you know, maybe that's just how it is here. Okay. So, I guess we'll just investigate now this hiding spot. Probably inform the guards that he's been hiding his income. Okay. Well, that wasn't really helpful at all. Let's... hollow tree stump. Look at this! Okay, money and a lockpick. Well, immediately, that's not legal. I mean, his ring, I can imagine that is a family possession. I can imagine he's telling the truth about that being a family heirloom. But I can't let him keep obviously illegal material and untaxed income. That doesn't make any sense. Alright, so I found it. Okay. Alright. From this place, stick it in the hard barrel and the Census. Okay. Okay, so actually it was you that did that in the first place. Okay. Well, I feel like a bit of a bad person for doing this. Still, maybe if I invest in the local economy.
Everything is priced to go.
Okay, everything's priced to go. Have you got any slightly nicer clothing? I feel like my clothes are very plain. and quite uncomfortable. This all seems to be about the same quality of mediocrity, to be honest. I was hoping for maybe something with a little bit of quality to it. Okay, well, in the absence of any of that, a bunch of bargain potions. Okay, that's fine. I suppose I do have that lockpick, and I could use that to investigate some of the homes. But I'm a little worried about the guards not having been informed of what my job is here. Why am I not allowed in here? No, too complex. Okay. Well, I'm not having any chance with that, so that's what it is. Okay. So, I feel like... Oh, yeah, no, we still need to figure out where that tax inspector went, the tax man. What time is it? 4 AM. It'll lighten up shortly. That's nice. So, let's go and figure out where this guy has wound up. There's a lot of illuminated areas, but I don't know whether any of those are actually just a human presence or not. See, that's just mushrooms. I'm trying to think of where he'd have ended up. I mean, I feel like I'm mostly just looking for somewhere that's illuminated. And, there's not many of those. Oh, I do also want to be careful. It looks like there's quite a few mud crabs around here. Oh my god! Is that a corpse? Oh. Uh-oh. Okay. There's a slug thing coming after me. Oh no. This isn't good. Oh my god, that's him. That's a tax collector. Okay, I'll take his tax record. I'll take his tax income. And then I need to get out of here. I don't know why I'm suddenly saying Han, Herrig, and Die. What's going on? Ugh. I wasn't expecting a little slug thing to be so vicious. Gods, please help. Oh. Oh no, he's still coming after me. Gods! Oh, thank goodness. Oh. Wow. That was kind of embarrassing. Oh. I'm a cut. You know what? Thank you for saving my life. Oh, murder. Okay, yeah, so I'll report to the main guy in the office. Oof. Jeez. Okay. Well, I guess he got killed by bugs. So those things were brutal. I mean, admittedly, I do only have 15 in hand-to-hand, which probably explains why I did a very bad job at hitting them. But, let's go and report this. What a waste. Processus was a good man. I'd been wondering why we hadn't heard from him in a few days. Still, these are dangerous times we live in, and these sorts of things will happen. Did you happen to find the tax money he's collected? Yes. He was murdered, but not robbed. That is strange. Murderer. Oh. Killing an emperor's tax collector is punishable by death. Find his murderer, bring him to justice, and the Census and Excise Office will pay you 500 septims. Maybe the tax record has some information. Okay. 150. 200. Elderfire has not paid her taxes. Irene paid. Fargoth paid. Finalth paid. Warren Gillen is 225. I mean, that's half of what this guy had to pay, and he runs a business. Andrel Ratheron, 127. Terrorist Givane. Okay, so it's not going to be any of these people who've paid their money. Now, what about this guy? Bedunius Nucius, 87 drakes. We spoke to him before, though I think he was the one who... He was one of the first people who told me about the murder. So it feels like it'd be a little bit weird for him to be like... Yeah! Do you know how this guy that I killed got murdered? Let's find out. No one likes tax collectors, especially one who flaunts his wealth while taking out cash. The only one who could stomach him was Thavir in the lighthouse. Two of them spent some time together. She seemed like a nice woman. Oh, okay. Well, so the people... Man, this could be like everyone. Everyone could have done this. No one seems to like this guy very much. Okay. Oh no. You get angry. Foreign Gilness. That's right. Okay. Okay, so Gilneth was employed as a fisherman. Okay, with his fishing. So we actually have 100% employment. Oh yeah, I guess it was worth going after all this information. I'll still put him at risk on account of the fact that he may have been a murderer. Population 24. Employment 100%. So then it was. Get rid of this 4.2. So then it would have been 16.7%. Okay. I don't know how I'm gonna kill this guy. I do have the charm ability. Oh, I could absorb all his fatigue. That's just... Oh no. Am I actually gonna be killing some guy? Maybe I should take that dagger. I do have quite a lot of short blade skill. I feel like... I mean, as long as I return it. Do you reckon I'll mind? Probably won't mind. Not risk it. Oh. Okay. Okay. So, now we go... Oh yeah, I should probably... sell this Kwama cutter.
Do you have anything to barter?
One. Nothing wrong with making a coin. Single shiny coin. Alright. Huh. Killed him, and a good thing too. He was skimming a lot of money from all of us honest people, overcharging us on our taxes and keeping the difference for himself. He was flaunting his money around, showing off his clothes and jewels. He didn't have clothes and jewels on him. He had a normal outfit. I am one of them. Okay, well, it's a fight then.
Die, Fetcher! Your wounds are great.
Oh my god. Oh no, that's power as well.
You will suffer greatly.
Oh, got a little confused.
Have you? You Inma.
Oh, my short blade skill has increased. That's handy. Oh no. He's really getting the hits off on me. Uh-oh.
You Inma.
Ah, this might be a problem.
You will die.
Okay. He does appear to have kind of stun-locked me a little bit. Has he got any stuff? No. Not really. Okay, I think he's gonna kill me. What if I eat this? Is it good for me? It restores my fatigue. Perfect. No, it has no effect on me. Why not? I don't know what went wrong. I was doing such a good job attacking him before. And then I just suddenly stopped being good at attacking him. Okay, well I died. Let's load that save. Oh boy. Oh my god. Oh.
I'm being attacked.
Yeah, buddy. Because you tried to kill me. Come on, hit him. Come on. What are you doing?
I have you.
Ow! Ow!
Why did he hit me? Okay, I need to... Guy's tough. I guess I can get some armor, some light armor. How much is light armor?
A great day to go shopping, Outlander. You are welcome here.
Ooh, okay, that's quite expensive, but I do have 180 gold on me, so... Is there anything else in the light armor range? Netch leather, although that doesn't seem to be that much cheaper. Oh, this one does have a shield. Shield, I think, might be quite useful. Let's have a look. 17. $55. Oh wait, this they have a shield for this one as well. Suit of this. Oh, that's 13. That's way better. It's 114. Okay, that's not cheap. Let's maybe see if he'll do 110. Oh, 112. Let's go. Let's get all kitted out. Armored up. Doling out the Emperor's will. I am also going to need to sleep, though. I've got an idea. I've got a wonderful and brilliant idea. It's sleeping in the Customs and Excise office. Because that seemed to do the job. Can I just, like... Okay. Answer is no, I can't just go through the ropes. I feel like they should let me go through these, considering that I'm part of the faction. But, To be fair, that's kind of my fault, because I'm not really meant to be part of the faction. Let's just go through here, and I remember that back in the area that we started in, there is a bed. Bed on the floor. I'll just sleep up until I'm healed. It is now 11 in the morning. Okay. Now I'm gonna kick this guy's butt. Make sure I've got a nice full fatigue bar.
You will die.
Okay, this guy's already drained a lot of my stuff. I think I'm gonna need to wait until the next day. I shouldn't have used up that absorbing fatigue power. That's on target. 19 hours. Oh boy, 19 hours of waiting. Okay. I wonder if you get a well-rested bonus like you do in, like you do in all the other games. Rest for 19 hours. Oh, that was nice and quick. 0 hours until recharge. Well, my me, I was just sleeping for an entire day to kill this one guy. Why can't I just ask the guards? Can I just ask the guards for help? Oh. Alright. What? Oh god, that's so much extra information that I didn't need right now. Okay, instead of that, let's go kill the guy who killed the tax collector. God, look at my armor. I look so cool.
You in die, fetcher.
Oh, what? I've already used that power today. Really? Okay. Can I wait literally 1 hour? There we go. I have the ability back. Okay. He did get his health back.
There is no escape. Die, fetcher. There is no escape.
Fascinating. Oh. Suddenly getting way more hits on him. Oh. Come on. Oh, he's getting the hits off of me again. He's getting the hits off. He's getting the hits off. And okay. I might still be able to beat him here, as long as he doesn't actually stun lock me.
There is no escape. You're beaten.
Okay. Can I cast this power to calm him down?
Have you?
Nope, that didn't calm him down at all. Oh yeah, I blocked one attack there. That's pretty good. I think this is a little silly. Maybe I need a better weapon. Maybe that's the issue.
You Inma.
Okay, well, I gotta get out of here. I don't know how no one's like doing anything about the like extremely obvious altercation going on inside this building, but I think it's time for me to leave. And you know what? I think maybe I should wrap up the stream here, and maybe maybe next time I should head on my way to Pelagiad, and eventually to Balmora, and continue my census research. I think what I've realized is I'm a census taker. I'm not a warrior. I'm not a fighter. I can't solve every problem. So instead, I'm gonna do what I'm good at. And that's being a damn good census taker, the best census taker in Morrowind history. Well, that's what I deserve to be known for. With that, I'm gonna leave it there. It's where'd I go? Where am I? Hello? Oh, I'm over there. Hello, I'm back. Hello. There we go. Okay, well, this has been a very fun stream for me. I would like to keep going with it regularly. I want to thank you very much to. I want to say thank you very much to everyone who has stuck around for this stream. It really does mean a lot when people come along and kind of say hello or check up on how things are going every week. It it means a lot. So yeah, I want to say thanks, and I want to say that I hope you enjoyed this, and that I hope that I can come back and do this again next week, because I think that would be a lot of fun. So, in the meantime, I am gonna leave it there. We are gonna do a raid. We're gonna do a raid on my lovely friend Mousy Dolly. It is a very good doll, and it is playing Doll's Nest. What an appropriately titled game. So, is that the wrong one? Is it raid / raid? Yeah, Mousy Dolly. Okay. Yeah. So, thank you for coming along, and I hope to see you all next week. Take care. Bye.